What's the difference between blockchain and Bitcoin? Well, in this video, stay tuned, we're going to find out. Hey guys, I'm Najeeb. I'm an author, award-winning entrepreneur, and let's just dive right into it. Alright, first let's talk about blockchain. Before we talk about Bitcoin, it helps to understand what blockchain is because Bitcoin actually uses blockchain. So, blockchain, if you are sending a piece of information or money, so let's just say if you're sending money from person A to person B, what ends up happening is that currently you have to rely on a bank to give the money to and then transfer it to their bank and then they give it to them. That's kind of how it works. However, with blockchain, what it allows you to do is send money to the other person directly, minus a transactional fee. So that is a blockchain, and when that transaction happens, it gets coded into a blockchain. All right, so that's one chain. So if I send money from person A to person B, let's just say $10, that gets coded into a blockchain. And then next, if the second person who I sent the money to sends the same money or another money or even a portion of the money to someone else, then that also gets encoded into a chain. And all in all, this entire thing creates a blockchain. Now, what are the advantages of the blockchain? The advantage is, of course, that the record gets kept and the identities are kept secret, but the value is known in this case. So that's blockchain. So what that allows you to do is, if you're looking at whatever the piece of information that I'm giving from person A to person B, whether it's money or a property or a deed, then the information doesn't change. As in, if it's your personal information that you're recording and keeping it somewhere, you know that it won't change. And if it does, you have a record of seeing how it's being changed. So that's one, that's blockchain. And now Bitcoin is basically a financial system on top of blockchain. Now, if you think about it, with Bitcoin, you can send money to basically anyone without relying on a bank, and you don't have to really worry about currency. In a way, you can think about it in terms of a stock, but it's somewhat different than a stock. You can also think about it in another type of currency, but it's also kind of different. The thing with Bitcoin is that there's a limited amount of Bitcoin, and the only way to get out Bitcoin is to mine it. And mining is a whole another video, but for this video, basically there's a limited amount of Bitcoin. Think about it as a gold in a mine, and as more and more gold gets uncovered, the price fluctuates also. Now, that is Bitcoin. It sits on top of blockchain, and Bitcoin is starting to be more popular as a cryptocurrency. All right. Now, when you send Bitcoin, you can send either 1 Bitcoin, or you can send 0.01 of a Bitcoin. It's completely up to you. And of course, when you send, transactional value gets reduced just a tad bit. It allows you to send money across the world, and it makes it easier for people who are dealing with, in countries who are dealing with governments which are inflating or deflating the value of their currency. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want free Bitcoin, click on the link below. If you want to get innovation reports, to get the latest trends to help you plan for the future, also click on the link below or go to bitcreate.com. I'm Najeeb Khan. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.